My entitled mother tried to hijack my wedding, so I secretly changed the venue and didn't invite her. My name is Emily Hart, and for most of my childhood, I was known as the quiet one. Not because I didn't have thoughts or ideas, but because speaking up never went well in my house. Especially when it came to my mom, Kathleen Hart, local celebrity PTA president, queen of the neighborhood watch, and possibly the most entitled person you could ever meet. My mother believed she was the standard by which all others should be judged. Her opinion wasn't just opinion, it was law. The clothes I wore, the friends I kept, even how I decorated my locker in school, it all had to be presentation-worthy. She controlled everything under the banner of what's best for you. I used to think this was just overbearing love. But by the time I turned 17, I realized it was more about control. She once yelled at a teacher for giving me a B in chemistry, not because she cared about my GPA, but because no daughter of Kathleen Hart will ever appear average. I remember sitting silently in the office while she berated the teacher for embarrassing our family name. I just wanted to melt into the chair. When I was accepted into a university 6 hours away, I felt like I could finally breathe. Of course, she tried to guilt me into staying. What will the neighbors think when they see a room empty? She asked like her reputation would crumble if I left. But I left anyway. In college, I discovered who I really was. I dyed my hair. I started painting again. I met friends who didn't care if I wore the same hoodie 3 days in a row. And then I met Jason. Jason was quiet, thoughtful, and emotionally mature, everything my family wasn't. We dated through the last 2 years of school and moved in together after graduation. And 3 years later, he proposed with a ring made from the band of his late grandmother's wedding ring. I cried for 5 minutes straight. Then came the hard part, telling my mother. I dreaded the call. I knew what was coming. First came the scream. Then the accusations. "How dare you let him propose without consulting me?" she shouted. I should have been there. Then the demands began. She wanted to pick the venue, the dress, the cake. She sent me spreadsheets and Pinterest boards with elaborate floral designs and guest seating charts that didn't even include Jason's parents. When I pushed back, she said, "This is my only daughter's wedding. You owe me this moment." Jason and I tried to set boundaries. We told her we wanted something small. An outdoor wedding. Just close friends and immediate family. She showed up the next weekend uninvited, armed with brochures for massive banquet halls and sample fabrics. She cried on my couch about how I was breaking her heart. I nearly gave in. But Jason held my hand and reminded me, this was our day. So we did something drastic. We secretly planned a wedding at a small lakeside venue 3 hours away, under a different name. We told her we were postponing the wedding due to financial stress and thanked her for understanding. She was livid, but she bought it. Over the next 2 months, we finalized the real guest list. 20 people. Our closest friends. Jason's parents. My aunt, my dad, and my younger brother, who had long grown tired of mom's drama. We sent out digital invitations with a private link, swearing everyone to secrecy. The night before the wedding, I received a voicemail from my mom. "I know what you're doing," she said. "You think you can sneak away and humiliate me? Don't forget who raised you. This is a betrayal." I didn't respond. The wedding day was perfect. Cloudless skies. Laughter. Jason cried as I walked down the aisle barefoot in a simple lace dress. We danced under fairy lights strung between trees. It was magic. That night, I turned off my phone. When I turned it on the next day, I had 27 missed calls, hundreds of texts, and Facebook posts from my mom claiming I had run away and disrespected the family legacy. She told relatives I'd been manipulated and that Jason had brainwashed me. Eventually, I sent one message. This was never about you. It was about love and peace. If you want to be part of my life, it starts with respecting boundaries. She didn't reply. It's been 2 years. We're expecting our first child this fall. My mother hasn't met Jason, and she won't meet our child until she learns to treat me like a person, not a project. Some people say you can't choose your family, but you can choose how much power they have over your life. And I finally chose myself.